Okay, as you can see, I've put my scribe marks in where I want to do my cut, and also in the box as well. So there my mark is where I need to cut into. Okay, what I will be doing, I'll be scribing down here to that depth with a Stanley knife. Down to that depth with a Stanley knife. Same here, and across the piece at the back as well with a Stanley knife, and I'll straighten them up as well. And then I shall finally chisel away, and hopefully it should come out and leave me a nice little cut that I can tidy up, and then the pots I'll be able to sink into there, and I'll be able to nip them up on the other end. Okay, I'm going to drill a pilot hole through both of these, or all three of these, so I've got an indication on the inside of where my centre of the pot is going to be. Okay, so now I know where the centre of the pot is going to be. You can see these markers here are going to have to be readjusted accordingly. Okay, I'm going to start chiselling into the guides that I marked out before. I'll put the box in a vise. I can't tighten it up because I'll be putting pressure on the cover of the box. So I'm just going to chip away very lightly until I get to a reasonable depth, and then I'll be holding it in my hand and doing it that way, because I don't want to damage the front of the box. If I knew what I was going to do before, I would have done all this and had the artwork done afterwards, but I didn't know what I was going to do. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to take it down half the width of the side panels, and the same on the other side. So it's nothing spectacular, but that's it. You can see the hole there. That's where the centre of the jack is on this one, and the holes there, that's where the centre of the pots are on the other one. Hi everybody, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to actually glue the neck and the heel together. The positioning for my volume and tone control and the input jack are in place. I cut out where necessary, so when I put them in they will actually come through and tighten up nicely, because this wood is quite thick on the side walls, as I've already said. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, because this box is actually larger than the standard box by a good few inches, I think it's actually by about 3 inches, it's larger. To keep the box and the neck proportionate, or looks proportionate, I'm going to take the heel and make it a bit smaller. The heel would normally stick out about 3 inches from the back of the box, which on this instance to me is dwarfing the neck, or making the neck look smaller because of the extra length on the box. So I'm going to make it so the heel is round about 2 inches, which then gives the length of the neck a better look, and it balances it out with the length of the box. So that's all I'll be doing today. I won't be doing anything else. So it's going to be like that. I'll be cutting that off afterwards. I'm not going to cut it off now. That'll be coming off afterwards. So I'll have a nice short heel on there, which is more than enough for what I'm going to do anyway. So that's the job in hand. I'm sure you've seen the other video where I've glued the heel to the wood. It's nothing spectacular. I'm not putting the fretboard on just yet, because I'm going to next, once this is on, I'm going to shape the heel. Sorry, I'm going to shape the neck a bit. What we want is a couple of good clamps. Probably get away with just 2 on this. I might put 3 on, but I'm sure 2 would be enough. And then that will be left to dry for 24 hours. And then my next job will be to cut out the positionings where the box lid is going to lie on, and leave me a vibration gap there for the lid, and also the cutouts for whichever pickup I'm going to use. I don't know if I'm going to use, well, I don't know if I'm going to use a humbucker or what at the moment. And then yeah, so I'm just going to get on with that. Again, it should be quite a simple process. It usually ends up being a sticky bloody mess, but it should be quite a simple process to get them together. Remember, when you're putting your adhesive on and you slap your wood straight on it, you're going to get a lot of movement in the wood. It's going to slide. What I'm going to do, I'm going to coat both edges, and I'm going to leave it for a few minutes and then marry them up. And from past experience, they've actually married up quite well. You will still have to do a bit of adjustment, but not as much as messing about when it's wet. Now, this is the fretboard I'll be using on this one, and this is a hell of a lot wider than the width of the neck. So what I will do with this one, when I stick this on, instead of sticking it to one straight edge and having the run all along one side, I'm going to centre it, so when I sand it down, I've got 2 sides to sand down, which will then assure me that straight cut to the neck and the fingerboard is really smooth. I did well on the other one. It didn't want any altering at all. I was very fortunate, but this one I think I want attending to later, so we'll get that out of the way first. Okay, I know it's a simple thing. It's a simple thing to mistake to make as well. If you've got a cut ready there for your tuning pegs, make sure you put the heel on the underneath of it, so when it's all glued up, it's in the right place. Right, enough yap, because I'm getting tongue tied. I'm getting tired now. I've just done the car boot. I'm getting tired. I've had enough. Okay, I'm using the Gorilla Glue this time. I did tell you last time I was using it, but I was using something else. Just make sure your glue is spread evenly all over, and pay attention to the edges. You can wipe it off the edges afterwards. You can't reapply it once it sticks. Just give it a nice, not too thick a coat, or just a good coat. Make sure it gets everywhere. It does bond really well, this glue. It's lovely glue. It's only PVA at the end of the day, but it's still nice. It's good, secure That's a good secure glue. I'm just going to leave that for a few minutes. Well, probably a minute or something, not too long enough.